Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel, as we are joined by a man that has been very busy the last week or so, Finn Balor, a man that we actually saw in a SmackDown exclusive after the show, so to speak, attack AJ Styles. Of course, Styles losing to the ring general Gunther last week in the main event of SmackDown. Although we do not know what Finn Balor was doing on Friday Night SmackDown attacking AJ Styles, given the fact that, well, Finn Balor was traded away to Monday Night Raw. Balor was traded away to Monday Night Raw when that trade window was still open around the holiday season. Maybe Balor had some unfinished business, I'm not sure, but it's been a long time since Finn Balor has gotten into the business of AJ Styles. We're not exactly sure why Balor was there, who allowed him in the building to begin with. I mean, come on, he's a Raw superstar. He's not supposed to be on Friday Night SmackDown. But nonetheless, that is indeed what happened after the show on Friday Night SmackDown. As you guys can view here on the channel in a SmackDown exclusive, Balor wiping out AJ Styles. And tonight, he's going to have to set his sights on the prize fighter. Another very dangerous man, another man that likes to sneak attack others. Others being CM Punk himself. Kevin Owens laid CM Punk out just 2 weeks ago. Kevin Owens laid CM Punk out a week ago, might I add, on the steel chair with a package pile driver. And oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the shirt. Look at the disrespect Kevin Owens is showing towards Punk right now. And if you look towards his hands are taped up. I mean, he always tapes his hand. I mean, his whole attire right here is just a slap in the face to CM Punk if I've ever seen one. You've got to be kidding me. He's wearing the CM Punk inspired kick pads. He's wearing the shirt saying package pile driver Punk, which is exactly what he did last week. I mean, this is a disgusting individual. We've seen Kevin Owens display some very uncalled for measurements before, but this might be up there. This might be up there for KO as he prepares to battle out with Finn Balor. These two, of course, no strangers to one another throughout their entire career, but also no strangers to one another in the last few weeks, as KO and Balor would compete in a triple threat match with CM Punk to get into the Elimination Chamber, a match that both men lost and Punk would win. Balor ended up able to win his second chance qualifiers against Kevin Owens and LA Knight. So really, Balor, he took away Kevin Owens' second opportunity to get into the Elimination Chamber, and that's kind of how we got to where we're at right now. Of course, Kevin Owens obviously got his revenge on CM Punk. Now he's probably looking to get one back on Finn Balor, but it's not going to be easy. Balor, a former world champion in his own right, as is Kevin Owens, two of the very first Universal Champions in the ring right now in Balor and Kevin Owens. And this is just the start of the show, folks. Feels like a main event already, but it is not. We have an entire show still planned as Balor takes to the skies. Balor wiping out Kevin Owens. This is indeed an awesome sight to see two absolute pillars of NXT in its glory days in Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. Of course, you can cast your minds back to that incredible rivalry they had in NXT for the NXT Championship. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this is definitely a great match to witness for this live crowd in Toronto. Speaking of a live crowd in Toronto, this might be their very last time they get to see John Cena perform in their city live. Cena is in the building, and he has another John Cena Open Invitational match ahead of his big quest for title number 17 at WrestleMania against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, that he rightfully earned by winning the Royal Rumble this past year. Finn Balor has been all over Kevin Owens to start this one off. Kevin Owens is going to want to try and get himself back into the fight, but Finn Balor, he's got to be riding a little bit of wave of momentum, maybe even a little bit brash and arrogance right now after his attack on AJ Styles on SmackDown. But best believe, revenge is a dish best served cold, and AJ Styles knows how to dish that out better than almost anybody. So something tells me that AJ Styles is not just going to let that fly. Styles was already beaten down at the hands of the ring general Gunther. He was laying quite literally right here on the mat that we're at right now with these two gentlemen, and Balor decided to drive his feet into the chest of AJ Styles with a coup de grace, double foot stomp, as the fans were literally leaving towards the exit. Fans were trying to get back into their car, beat the traffic, but Balor wanted to make sure he made a statement before anybody else left the building. As we've said already, we're not entirely sure why Finn Balor did what he did. As now Finn Balor, look at this, turning Kevin Owens over. Like I said, it has been majorly Finn Balor in the driver's seat here, and it might be all but over right here. I imagine Kevin Owens loses this match right here and right now. Of course, Kevin Owens has to be full of himself at this current moment after attacking CM Punk the way that he did last week, effectively putting Punk on the shelf for at least this week. CM Punk is not in Toronto here tonight, folks. Unfortunately, I mean, his merch is certainly being sold in the stores because he's certainly one of our top earners when it comes to merchandise sales, but he is not in the building. Punk is not in the building. He's resting at home. What could potentially be a career-threatening injury at the hands of Kevin Owens himself. And now Balor driving Kevin Owens' face into the announce table. And now back in the ring goes the prize fighter, as Finn Balor now continues with this offense, so to speak. Oh, what a springboard drop kick. Right on the button to Kevin Owens. Goes for the cover. KO getting a shoulder out again. Maybe some frustration on Balor's end here. He's going to want to stay. He's going to want to stay cool, calm, and collected, because Kevin Owens is not the type of person that you want to make a mistake. And that ring width, as here comes KO with a huge clothesline right to the throat of Finn Balor. And now, wait a minute, Kevin Owens. Oh, no. We've seen this look before with Kevin Owens. We saw it last week when he decided to take out CM Punk with a package pile driver. And now he's going to take out Finn Balor with an apron powerbomb. An apron powerbomb by Kevin Owens is certainly going to turn this match right on its head. Kevin Owens now firmly in the driver's seat. KO now certainly just gave himself the advantage in this match with that one. Balor's out. And it could be a matter of time before this thing's put to bed. Went for a super kick, got it. There's now Kevin Owens going top rope here. Balor's getting up to his feet pretty quickly, though. And now look at this. Oh, sends Kevin Owens for a ride off the top turnbuckle. Gets another super kick going, does KO. And now look at this. Full head of steam from Kevin Owens. Big splash. Big splash to Balor. And now, wait a minute. Oh, there's a pop-up powerbomb. A pop-up powerbomb out of nowhere to put away Finn. No, Balor just getting that shoulder out. Kevin Owens thought that was a 3 count right then and there, but Balor had other ideas in mind As now Kevin Owens, oh, big strike right to the face. Huge kick right to the ribs. And now, wait a minute, here comes Kevin Owens. Clear the deck. A KO cannonball. Coming in hot. And now, wait a minute, Finn Balor, though. Balor, though, turn it around. Another inverted DDT. Lifting inverted DDT to Kevin Owens to put Owens away. Count of 1, 2. No, Kevin Owens just getting that shoulder out. Balor could sense that victory. He could sense his hand being raised in the air. But no, Kevin Owens with the reversal now. Back and forth these two go. As I said, two former world champions, two former pillars of NXT, duking it out just to start our show. As now Balor struggles to get up to his feet, gets a super kick for his troubles. And now Kevin Owens dragging Balor right into the perfect positioning here. But Balor gets up to his feet once again. Big boot right to the face. A big boot right to the face of Balor. And now Kevin Owens got Balor on his shoulders in a torture rack positioning. Gonna swing him around for a huge neck breaker. Damage has been done to Kevin Owens too, though. He was not able to go for the cover. And the veteran Finn Balor, sensing that he might be in danger of losing this match, rolls to the outside. But I think outside is the last place that you want to catch yourself with Kevin Owens. As now Owens, look at this, sends Balor face first out of the barricade. Almost gave him whiplash right there. Did Kevin Owens. Now a big strike right to the back of Balor. Kevin Owens now. What does he have in mind? He's on that apron. As now Balor, oh, just gets a huge. And now, wait a minute, Kevin Owens, oh, went off the ropes, but no. Balor just keeping his distance long enough. And now, oh, a strike right to the leg of Kevin Owens. Like I said, this thing has gone back and forth with these two. Oh, a huge strike right to the leg. And now kick right to the ribs. And now KO going top rope here. Balor's in the drop zone. Big splash from Kevin Owens. And now Kevin Owens going top rope once again. Balor could be in trouble. Double axe handle from KO. And now, wait a minute, might have gotten caught here. Oh, a bloody Sunday just dropped Kevin Owens right on his neck. A bloody Sunday drops Kevin Owens right on his neck for the cover. No, KO just getting that shoulder out. Shoulder out at 2.5. Balor, though, not going to let it even. Not going to even let him. Oh, my goodness gracious. I said, not even going to let it affect him or graze him. Goes right back into the cover with a coup de grace. Owens with another big kick out. Both these men bloodied, bruised, and battered. And this is our first match of the show, as I've said, folks. And now, oh, a big strike right to the face. Big strike right to the face. Kevin Owens again utilizing that apron to keep afloat in this match. As now Balor coming off the ropes. Gets met by Kevin Owens, though. Oh, no, wait a minute. Might have gotten caught. Out of nowhere. Finn Balor, oh, just got wiped out. Just got wiped out by that fake out package pile driver. And now the stunner connects. Stunner connects to Balor. Stunner connects to Balor for the win. 2. No, Balor just getting that shoulder out. Kevin Owens can't believe it now. And now Balor going off the ropes. Kevin Owens now meeting him. Wait a minute. Oh, no. We saw this last week. The package pile driver. The package pile driver connects. Count it. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens with the victory over Finn Balor. And that is a second superstar that had to witness or really feel the effects of that devastating package pile driver from a very dangerous man known as Kevin Owens. He's even that much more dangerous on the road to WrestleMania. Finn Balor obviously licking the wounds from his defeat on Kevin Owens, trying to get back up to his feet. Wait a minute. Oh, out of nowhere, AJ Styles. AJ Styles with I think it was a phenomenal forearm on the off the ropes. And wait a minute, Styles now turnabout is fair play here. Balor hit his move on the outside last week on Friday Night SmackDown. Styles returns the favor on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I told you the revenge was going to be a dish best served cold, and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, was certainly looking to make a statement here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Last week we had Balor from Raw coming over to SmackDown to attack Styles. Now AJ Styles has crossed the line, so to speak, crossed the brands, and came over to Monday Night Raw to get a lick of revenge on Finn Balor, the phenomenal one, and the Prince, heading on to a collision course as we get closer and closer to WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, that's a show that this man can tell you all about. Bryan Danielson closed the show at WrestleMania 30, holding up the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. What a moment. It has been a long time since Bryan Danielson has had, quote-unquote, a WrestleMania moment like that. He's looking to build himself some momentum going into the show of shows against Adam Cole here tonight. Danielson and Cole gonna light up the ring in one-on-one action. Meanwhile, this man right here, Adam Cole, coming off of a grueling loss to Jey Uso for that Intercontinental Championship just a few weeks ago in Australia at the Elimination Chamber. Cole's looking to turn things around here tonight with a big victory over a certified future Hall of Famer in Bryan Danielson. Cole is going to have to shock the world here tonight if he wants a big victory over the American Dragon, a man that has accomplished pretty much all there is to accomplish in professional wrestling, and yet he's still going to this day. Adam Cole, on the other hand, has just barely scraped the surface when it comes to accomplishments. He was a very successful competitor down there in NXT. He was a very successful competitor outside of WWE, but now he is back in WWE. He is a former Intercontinental Champion. I'll give him his dues. But I'm sure he'd love to be a lot more than just that before it's all said and done, before he hangs those boots up. And his legacy could really start here tonight with a big victory over the American Dragon. Here we go. Danielson, Adam Cole getting set for singles competition. What a way to start off our show, folks. Balor and Kevin Owens, and now Danielson and Adam Cole. We certainly are on the road to WrestleMania as Adam Cole driving Danielson right into our referee, Rod Zapata. Maybe even using it as a little bit as a distraction. Adam Cole using some cheap tactics to get the upper hand early on in this match. Oh, a strike right to the face of Danielson. Adam Cole did not come here to make friends. He's got plenty of them in the wrestling world. He doesn't want any more. He wants championships. He wants to cash checks. And now look at this. Adam Cole. Oh, beautifully done. Adam Cole's been all over Danielson. As we mentioned, Danielson certainly starting to slow down a little bit as his career winds down, but not that much because he just dropped Adam Cole right on his head with a Saito suplex. And now here comes The Bryan Danielson of old went for a rolling elbow, but Adam Cole had it scouted. Oh, a big single leg drop kick right to the face of Danielson. And now, wait a minute, Bryan Danielson out of harm's way that time. Cole had him in a fireman's carry, but Danielson scouted it. Oh, a huge kitchen sink. Knee to the midsection of Adam Cole, and now got this leg scissors wrapped on the head. A huge strike right to the forehead. And now Bryan Danielson, full head of steam, takes Cole out to the floor. I don't think Bryan Danielson is done there just yet. Suicide dive wipes out Adam Cole. Danielson feeling himself here tonight in Toronto. And now big elbow strike right to the face of Adam Cole. Danielson trying to drive Adam Cole back into the ring. Cole, though, wants to take the high ground and send Danielson back in the ring. Oh, a kick right to the leg. Met him there. Went for the rolling elbow once again. Cole has scouted once more. Goes for a Saito of his own. Danielson with a beautiful counter into a bulldog. And now kick right to the elbow of Adam Cole. Oh, he gets that rolling elbow this time. Went for the rolling elbow earlier. Did not get it. This time he does. Only a count of 2 as Adam Cole tries to stay in the fight here. But you get hit like that by a man like Bryan Danielson, a pinpoint accuracy striker. If I've ever seen one, he almost kicked Adam Cole's head right off his shoulders. Cole, though, has held his own in this match. Huge single leg enziguri, and now Adam Cole looks to take to the skies perhaps. Danielson is in a world of trouble. Suicide dive from Adam Cole this time. Adam Cole now, a kick right to the neck of Danielson. We know the history of injuries that Bryan Danielson has had over his career, and Cole's looking to add to it. Oh, patella brainbuster on the outside. A man like Bryan Danielson, like I said, with the history of injuries he's had throughout his entire career, he should not be getting dropped anywhere on his neck, and Adam Cole knows that. He knows that. Hell, if it was up to Adam Cole, he would end Bryan Danielson's career right here in Toronto. And now Danielson is busted wide open. The damage has been done by the former Intercontinental Champion, Cole. Count of 7 as Adam Cole just takes his time with getting Danielson back in the ring. Of course, you want to pin Bryan Danielson. You don't want to win a match against him in a count-out victory. That's not going to really tell you anything. He went for a super kick, but Danielson had it scouted, but that was maybe the last-ditch effort from Bryan Danielson, as now Adam Cole is right back in the driver's seat here. And now look at this, looking to open up Danielson even more with nasty, sharp strikes right to the face directly from the fist of Adam Cole. And now wait a minute, Bryan Danielson again. Oh, if you just give him an inch, he's going to go a mile. And now a big strike right to the face of Adam Cole. And now he focuses in on that leg. Saw him hit the dragon screw earlier. Now he's focusing in on the leg of Adam Cole. Going to make sure he can't hit. No super kicks, no last shots, whatever Adam Cole's trying to throw at him. Danielson loves to work a body part for the majority of his matches. And we're seeing that perfected right now. As look at this, a surfboard stretch, modified surfboard stretch, as he targets the nose and the face of Adam Cole now. Danielson is about as dangerous of a competitor as there really is in that ring. Oh, a big chop right to the chest of Danielson. As now Adam Cole sets Danielson in a prone position on that top rope. Big strike. Oh my God, that was hard to watch. Danielson hit hard on that apron. And again, Cole finds himself with a wounded Bryan Danielson out on the floor. A sharp elbow right to that exposed wound of Bryan Danielson. It might be a matter of time before we witness some form of an upset with Adam Cole putting away Bryan Danielson here tonight. But now Danielson grabs that arm once more. Grabs that arm once more of Adam Cole. Strike right to the arm from the American Dragon. Here comes Danielson. Another rolling elbow connects. Another rolling elbow connects. And now Danielson, what the hell is he thinking? Danielson, what the hell are you thinking? He's Calling Cole up to his feet. Oh, a double axe handle just cleared the ring steps. Danielson literally trying to show this Toronto crowd that he still got it. I think maybe he never lost it. If you ask me, he definitely never lost it. As now look at this, Danielson. Danielson again grabbing a hold of Adam Cole here. Gonna go for the actual surfboard stretch now. Surfboard stretch locked in. Cole's in trouble. Wait a minute, he's not done there just yet. Modifies it into a dragon sleeper. The American Dragon himself stretching out Adam Cole with a modified surfboard stretch dragon sleeper. That's what I guess what I'm gonna call it. Adam Cole is in a world of trouble. How the hell do you even get out of this? That's how you get out of it. You punch him right in the wound, the open wound. Danielson, that has to be stinging right now. And now here comes Cole. Clothesline, another clothesline. Danielson went for a clothesline, gets stuck by a super kick. Adam Cole now calling Danielson up to his feet. This could be all Cole needs here. Kick right to the knee. Goes for the last shot. No, Danielson. Danielson out of harm's way. And now Danielson goes off the ropes. Gets met by the Busaiku knee out of nowhere. A Busaiku knee out of nowhere from Danielson puts Adam Cole away. Tremendously executed by the veteran of this business, Danielson. And what an effort from Adam Cole. I mean, he brought the fight to Bryan Danielson here in Toronto. But at the end of the day, Danielson was able to capitalize on where it counts. Danielson just picked up a big victory, but wait a minute, he just got laid out by Andrade. Andrade, wait a minute, LA Knight now. LA Knight now's in the ring. And wait a minute, that's Konosuke Takeshita. What the hell is going on? Konosuke Takeshita in the ring now. Andrade, Konosuke Takeshita, LA Knight, Bryan Danielson all duking it out. And now Cole's back in the ring, taking out Andrade. What the hell is going on here? And as all this chaos is going on in the ring, look who decided to get a front row seat. Main event Jey Uso, the Intercontinental Champion himself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the competition is certainly heating up in that Intercontinental division as we get closer and closer to WrestleMania. We've seen guys like Andrade, Konosuke Takeshita, of course the megastar LA Knight, all looking to make their case when it comes to the Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso, who's out to remind everybody exactly what they're fighting for to begin with and to remind him that he's top of the division when it comes to being the actual Intercontinental Champion. As we are joined here by Dragon Lee, he is preparing for tag team action with a man that has certainly taken a strong liking to him, basically taken him under his wing, a man that he looked up to when he was a kid, a man who inspired him to become a professional wrestler in general. And of course, we're talking about the greatest mask to ever live, Rey Mysterio himself. Mysterio and Dragon Lee have tag teamed a handful of times, but it's been a little bit since they've been in the ring with one another. And believe me, they will be put to the test here tonight because they are taking on the Motor City Machine Guns in what is going to be a very entertaining tag team match to witness here tonight in Toronto. And we still have two huge matches to come in Toronto. Of course, John Cena is in the building, and I'm told none other than the badass himself, Braun Breaker, has taken Cena up on his invitational. Breaker's going to take on Cena here tonight. And of course, our main event will see a rivalry renewed between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Still to come here tonight at Monday Night Raw, live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A crowd that has been white hot all night long. And believe me, they're not going to slow down anytime soon, especially with these four being in the ring. Motor City Machine Guns, a former pair of World Tag Team Champions. Mysterio and Dragon Lee have yet to make that accomplishment throughout their their tag team run that they've been on, so to speak. Of course, the current champions, Penta and Rey Fenix. They've been in the ring with all four of these individuals. Who could forget the rivalry between the Lucha Bros and the Motor City Machine Guns at the later end of 2024, bleeding into 2025, ending in a tag team ladder match at the Royal Rumble. Penta and Rey Fenix thought that they put Shelley and Sabin maybe in their past, but looks like the Guns are slowly looking to creep back up that ladder in the tag team division, find themselves back in the ring for part 4 with the Lucha Bros. Huge elbow strike right to the face to Shelley from Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee sends Shelley off the ropes. Look at this. Big back body drop from Dragon Lee there. As I said, Mysterio has certainly taken a liking to Dragon Lee ever since really Dragon Lee was traded from from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. First person to welcome him in with open arms was Rey Mysterio. Big Hurricane Rana takes out Shelley. A big Hurricane Rana takes out Alex Shelley, as now Alex Shelley getting thrown into the turnbuckle. Look at this. Combination offense by Dragon Lee. I don't think Alex Shelley's ever been hit like that before so many times within a span of 5 seconds in his entire career. And that's a career that stems over 20 years. You put it together with Sabin, these guys have been wrestling for over 40 years. It's insane. And of course, Rey Mysterio, I mean, come on, he's been around to see quite literally everything that there is to see. And now look at this, Mysterio and Dragon Lee grabbing a double suplex to Shelley. Here comes the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio going in the ring with Chris Sabin, and now wait a minute, Sabin turns him inside out. Sabin immediately turning the tide here in this match. Big power slam by Chris Sabin. You don't often see Chris Sabin able to outpower his opponents, but he might have the advantage when it comes to Mysterio. But the one thing he doesn't have is what Rey Mysterio has always had, and that's heart. Oh my goodness gracious. A huge springboard, suicide dive into a DDT. Not to say that Chris Sabin doesn't have heart, but I mean, it's hard to find a bigger heart than Rey Mysterio. As he hits a pop-up Hurricane Rana, Mysterio is fired up here tonight in Toronto. And now Mysterio sending Chris Sabin off the ropes. Takes him over with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Spiked him right on the head. Mysterio going a mile a minute. And now Sabin's in the drop zone. Big splash from Mysterio. Goes for the cover right here and right now to put it away, but no, Sabin gets the shoulder out. Sabin gets the shoulder out as now Rey Mysterio sending Sabin back into the turnbuckle once more. Goes for another tag on to Dragon Lee. Look at this. Oh, snapmare into a kick right in the back. Dragon Lee's not done there just yet. Big strike right to the knee of Chris Sabin. And now Dragon Lee going off the rope. Spikes him with a Dragon Rana. A Poison Rana, Dragon Rana style, if you will, from Dragon Lee. Sabin and Shelley have not been able to get much offense in this one. It's been Mysterio and Dragon Lee able to overwhelm them with the art that they have mastered in Lucha Libre. And now Dragon Lee taking a moment to address the audience. Might live to regret it though. But Alex Shelley might live to regret trying to drop out. And oh, Dragon Lee with a Hurricane Rana. And now wait a minute. Went for a drop kick, but Sabin got out of the ring before. And now Alex Shelley found a little bit of an opening there. Sends Dragon Lee back into the corner of the Guns. Oh, what a huge enziguri right to the face. Enziguri right to the face of Dragon Lee. Goes for the cover. Dragon Lee gets the shoulder out. And now Shelley and Sabin back in control here as now Dragon Lee is met by Chris Sabin with a huge kick right to the face. And here comes the former World Tag Team Champions. Here comes the former TNA Tag Team Champions, a team that has quite literally done it all in tag team wrestling. Looking to make their mark here in the WWE now. Look at this combination offense by the Guns. Oh, an assisted superplex. Alex Shelley with the assist right there, but you can see Rey Mysterio able to save the match for his team. A big strike right to the face of Alex Shelley. Goes off the ropes. Huge wheelbarrow bulldog from Mysterio. Takes out Sabin now. And now, wait a minute, Dragon Lee. Oh, a huge ripcord knee strike. A ripcord knee strike. Mysterio thought he had Sabin taken care of, but not to be, as now Dragon Lee sending Shelley back into the ropes. And what the hell has Dragon Lee got planned here? He's got Shelley in a tree of woe positioning here. What can Dragon Lee have planned for Alex Shelley on as he's tied up on that turnbuckle? Shelley's trying to get back up. Oh, and he gets met by a double foot stomp. Dragon Lee's not done there just yet. A big splash comes in hot. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Shelley just getting that shoulder out. Sabin, you could see him coming in from the corner of your eye. Maybe he didn't have as much faith in his partner for kicking out on that one. And now once again, it is Mysterio and Dragon Lee displaying some tremendous tag team offense against obviously a team that has a lot more tag team experience than they do. And Shelley and Sabin. And now Mysterio flattens Shelley out with a springboard crossbody. And now, wait a minute, looking to dial it up here. Sends Shelley onto the ropes. Calls out to Canada for the 619. 619 connects. Mysterio went for a frog splash. Shelley out of harm's way. Got a rolling elbow for Mysterio's troubles. Another rolling elbow connects. That'll put the Guns right back in the driver's seat. 2 huge strikes to the face of Mysterio. As now Alex Shelley sends Mysterio back into the corner of the Guns. Face first into the turnbuckle goes the Hall of Famer. And now once again, a second time into the turnbuckle. Mysterio out of harm's way the third time. And now wait a minute, Mysterio looking to run the ropes. Big drop kick to the face of Shelley. And now, oh, a strike from Chris Sabin. Oh, but Mysterio holds it off. And now Mysterio on those ropes here. Look at this big elbow strike right to Shelley. What's he got planned here? An assisted Canadian Destroyer in Canada of all places. Mysterio's going top row. Big splash to Shelley. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Mysterio and Dragon Lee pick up the victory against a pair of former World Tag Team Champions and Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. And wait a minute here. It looks like they didn't just impress Sabin and Shelley. They've also impressed the tag team champions themselves, Penta and Phoenix. And wait a minute, DIY. DIY is out here. The Lucha Bros were coming down to get a good look at Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Look out! Ciampa and Gargano. Ciampa and Gargano laying out Penta and Rey Fenix. And just sending Phoenix in the barricade is Tommaso Ciampa. And clearly DIY have some unfinished business when it comes to the Lucha Bros. DIY, Ciampa, Gargano laying out Phoenix and Penta here tonight. Well, we talk about competition heating up. Now, apparently, it's not just in the Intercontinental title division. It's also in the tag team division. Multiple teams laying their claim to those tag team titles, including the team that the Lucha Bros defeated at the Elimination Chamber DIY. Clearly setting a message to the Lucha Bros there, letting them know that they have a little bit of unfinished business when it comes to those tag team championships. But nonetheless, Mysterio and Dragon Lee pick up a big victory over the Guns heading into WrestleMania season. And speaking of WrestleMania season, Braun Breaker is on the scene. A man that is looking to shock the world here tonight. He's looking to really put a damper in Cena's WrestleMania season, if you will. John Cena, of course, announced he's going to be performing for the next few weeks. We're leading into WrestleMania in singles competition. A bit of a John Cena Open Invitational. Last week it was Trick Williams. This week's is Braun Breaker. No telling who's going to be the next 2 weeks, but if this is just a precursor to know what's to come in these Cena Invitational matches, and we are certainly in for a ride the next few weeks, folks. Here comes a certified future Hall of Famer, oftenly revered as the GOAT, John Cena, and he certainly will be adding to that GOAT conversation, that GOAT argument, if he can put the question to bed, so to speak, as to who is the greatest world champion of all time by securing the 17th world championship in his entire career. As you can see, Cena decked out in the Toronto gear, live here in Toronto, Canada. Canada is fired up for John Cena, fired up for this match that Cena and Braun Breaker are about to deliver them as well. Every time we see John Cena, we wonder, is it going to be the last time we see him in these cities? You can see the merch saying it's a bit of a farewell tour, so to speak, from John Cena. I mean, you never know when the next time you will see him after this. And that's why we have to cherish these memories with Cena. He's literally putting the next generation on by getting into the ring with them. He's giving them their recognition by even being in the ring with them. I mean, can you imagine the publicity that Breaker's getting right now, being in the ring with John Cena as they lock up for the first time ever? A huge Hurricane Rana from Cena. The crowd favoring John Cena right here. And now look at this, a monkey flip from Cena. You've got to be kidding me. Cena just started this thing off with a Hurricane Rana and a monkey flip. The GOAT feeling different right now, as now Braun Breaker looks to show Cena what he's about. Big body slam. Now Breaker, on the other hand, looking to use his power against Cena. Oh, a huge elbow strike right to the jaw of Breaker. And now Cena once more sending Breaker into the ring post there, into the turnbuckle. Now John Cena, full head of steam. He's feeling himself in Toronto. John Cena clearly looking to show that he is no, he's not no beaten down old dog that everybody might want to try and revere him as. He went for another Hurricane Rana. Might have gotten a little too confident, though. Breaker makes him pay for it. Caught him and hit him with a huge uppercut. Like I said, a lot of times Cena's in that ring, they want to try and say that he's washed, so to speak, that he doesn't have it anymore. They lost it a long time ago. But I think with a performance like this and performance last week against Trick Williams, Cena is certainly making a strong case in his side of the argument for that. And now another monkey flick from Cena. Breaker has to be completely just flabbergasted at this point. The fact that John Cena is throwing this, well, a bit of like, I don't know, lucha aerial offense at Breaker. And now Cena throwing Breaker out of the turnbuckle that time. Big strike right to the face of Breaker. Cena letting Breaker know to give him his best shot, and he might have just delivered it right there. Cena goes for a clothesline, gets met by another big back body drop. Breaker's not done there just yet. Huge spine buster. Cena, though, still on his feet. Breaker looking to keep him all in for a spear. Cena had it scouted. That is the speed that Breaker can hit you at, and Cena was somehow able to see that coming. And now, wait a minute, John Cena, here he comes now. Big strikes from Cena. Wait a minute, Breaker goes for a clothesline, but now he gets met by this offense that is all but too familiar. Don't throw the line. You never want to. Cena now. Cena now looking in final form, looking as better as he probably ever has. Here comes Cena with the 5-knuckle shuffle. Connects. And Cena looking to put this thing to bed right here and right now. Young Braun Breaker gonna learn a hard, valuable lesson here tonight in Toronto. Oh my goodness, a huge attitude adjustment, but Cena a little bit late on the cover. That might come back to bite him. We'll see. Breaker's out. No, he got the shoulder up. Shoulder up at 2.5. Breaker showing some fight here. Fight forever chance in the crowd as now Cena grabs the hold of the leg. And you're kidding me. Cena with a figure 4 leg lock. Of course, the man that Cena will break the record of is Ric Flair if he wins his 17th World Championship at WrestleMania. Maybe a little bit of a dig at the Nature Boy from Cena. You know, Cena loves to throw some jabs here and there, physically and metaphorically. As now, look at this. Oh, a huge shoulder block knocks Cena right on his bottom. And now Braun Breaker sending Cena off the ropes. Big Bulldog takes out Cena. And now all of a sudden the former 16-time world champion is in trouble at the hands of a future world champion in Braun Breaker. I mean, you can go back to his performance in the Elimination Chamber, and you could definitely be hard-pressed to find another person that just screams world champion competitor like Braun Breaker does. And now, wait a minute, John Cena has something in the bag for him. Oh my goodness, a springboard stunner. A springboard stunner connects to Breaker. Breaker is quite literally stunned. And now Cena driving some shoulders right into the back of Braun Breaker. And now Cena has Breaker on the top rope. What does John Cena have planned for Breaker? Cena now on the top rope. A regular attitude adjustment didn't get the job done. He's going top rope with it. Cena from the top rope takes out Breaker. Huge win for John Cena as he gets closer and closer to the road to WrestleMania. He's on the road to WrestleMania. He's getting closer and closer to the big dance. He's getting closer and closer to potentially walking out a 17-time world champion. John Cena real fired up about that victory. But wait a minute, for the second week in a row, the WWE champion Cody Rhodes is out here to get a good hard look at his opponent at WrestleMania. Rhodes and Cena face to face once more. And what's Cena gonna do? He laid him out with an attitude adjustment last week. Cody Rhodes, though, saw it coming this time. Crossroads to Cena. Cody Rhodes sending a message to John Cena, letting him know that he's got a few tricks up his sleeve as well, heading into WrestleMania. Rhodes lays out Cena this week. Cena laid out Rhodes last week. Who is going to get the upper hand leading into WrestleMania, and who is going to be walking out the WWE Undisputed Champion when it's all said and done? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting right into our main event, Flair versus Becky Lynch, but it looks like we have a little bit of company in the form of the role model, Bayley. Of course, a woman that Charlotte Flair attacked alongside Becky Lynch last week after Bayley's loss in that WWE Women's World Championship match against the women's champion herself, Becky Lynch. And here we go, Lynch and Flair officially in our main event, but glaring eyes on the outside in the role model. One has to ask how long this is going to, you know, really stay in the ring and not start to fall off the rails, so to speak. But Becky Lynch, nonetheless, trying to focus in on her opponent here tonight, a woman, like I said, that she has a ton of history with. When it comes to just, I don't know, prosperity, just you know, who really is the top woman in their division. It's always been an argument between Lynch and Charlotte. It doesn't matter if they're in NXT, it doesn't matter if they were starting the Women's Revolution, it doesn't matter if they were atop of their game. It's always been Lynch and Flair for as long as they can ever remember. Oh my goodness, a huge exploder out of the corner. As I said, Lynch is honed in. She's focused on her match with Charlotte Flair. She's not worried about Bayley. Bayley probably wants to, if anything, get some revenge on Charlotte. I don't think she's out here for the women's champion. Becky Lynch, a huge clothesline to Flair. And now Becky Lynch, Irish whip, but no! Charlotte Flair turns it around with a huge elbow strike. Back and forth these two are going, as they have, like I said, throughout their entire career. They've traded victories over one another throughout their, I mean, I want to say maybe decade-long rivalry. It's a rivalry that's renewed anytime these two women lock eyes, as a matter of fact. It was really hard to even believe a huge suicide dive from Becky Lynch. I was going to say, it was really hard to even believe that Charlotte Flair sided with Becky Lynch at Chicago in War Games. But she is actually a part of the same, you know, revolution that Becky Lynch is a part of. So I could see in that particular scenario as to why Charlotte Flair might side with Becky Lynch over siding with, you know, some young up-and-coming performers like Perez and Cora Jade. But now that is all over with, as now it is WrestleMania season. So Charlotte Flair cares about one and only one thing, and that's finding her way on the card. And if she has to go through the Women's World Champion to do so, then believe me, she's not going to have no qualms about it as she sends Becky Lynch into the ring post. Lynch with a shoulder out, though. Now Flair sending Becky Lynch again off the ropes. Caught her. Look at the strength of the Queen. Sends her for a ride with a fall-away slam. Fall-away slam from the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And now right back on the attack of the man. Charlotte now was heading towards the corner, but now Becky Lynch turns this thing around with a clothesline. Like I said, you have to keep your eyes on the role model on the outside. She's played her part, so to speak, so far. She hasn't done anything to really distract either of these women. She's letting them get all that frustration out, of course. This is the main event and a sold-out crowd in Toronto, Canada. I don't think Bayley wants to ruin, you know, what's going on right now. Is now Becky Lynch going second rope. Huge, oh, double axe handle connects right to the throat and the chest of Flair. Is now Becky Lynch here. Goes for a suplex, but Flair out of it. Now Charlotte Flair turns it around once again. Seesaw battle between these two women as now Flair sends Becky Lynch to the outside with a drop kick. Becky Lynch sent to the floor with a drop kick, but now Lynch is back in the ring here. Charlotte Flair now sending Becky Lynch into the ropes. Oh, whatever she went for, I think she might have hit the referee instead. As now again Becky Lynch turns this thing around in her favor. And now a big, huge leg drop, wiping out Charlotte Flair. Lynch is on the top rope now. She wants Flair up to her feet. Big double axe handle wipes out Flair. And for an elbow strike, but Charlotte with the reversal now. And now Charlotte sending Becky Lynch into the corner. And now an exploder into the turnbuckle from Flair. Goes for the cover now. Lynch out at 0.5. And now, oh, Flair and Becky Lynch fighting here back and forth as Flair now getting the upper hand in this one. The man is reeling on the ropes. Wait a minute, Bayley. We knew it was a matter of time. She just wiped out Charlotte Flair. She just costed Charlotte Flair an opportunity to pin the Women's World Champion in a non-title action. Bayley just wiped out Flair. Becky Lynch doesn't even know what the hell is going on. Bayley now on the attack of Charlotte Flair here. Well, Becky Lynch clearly realizing this is not her fight, going to fight another day, but wait a minute. That's Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is staring down the women's champion while Bayley's in the center of the ring. Gonna lay out Charlotte Flair with a rose plant, and Banks has the Banks statement cinched in. The Banks statement lays out the women's champion, and clearly all four of these ladies who were once a team in War Games are now have all the same goal in mind, and that has become the WWE Women's Champion. The Royal Rumble winner herself, Sasha Banks, has officially made a statement to close our show.